All right. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Thank y'all. Thank you, musicians. All right. Hello, everybody. Top of the afternoon. I just got in, and I'm grooving here in beautiful hot Atlanta, right? Well, fall Atlanta, because baby, fall is here. I promise you, it is so beautiful outside, and the weather is just, man. If every day could be like this, I would never complain about the weather. It's just the right temperature. Everything is absolutely phenomenal. Um, I'm doing a Tuesday groove right now, y'all. I said, well, do I need to do a report? Do I need to do a Tuesday groove? I said, well, I'm gonna balance it out. I'm gonna come by and do a little report and a little groove together. Is that okay? Because I don't feel like working right now, y'all. I have to work tonight in Patreon. I ain't doing all that. All right. And after last night, the amount of emails and comments and thank you and all that, y'all, from last night, people just constantly hitting me up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, last night. Okay, wonderful. I just spoke my mind. That's all I did, y'all. Just spoke my mind. You know, and no hard feelings. To Keith McQueen, he's gonna have to figure it out and go through what he goes through, just like all of us. You know what I'm saying? All of us have been through it. So, yeah, the weather is beautiful. So you can wear something cotton like this, y'all. You don't necessarily need an overcoat. I have this also in like a rayon material. But right now you can do cotton. You don't have to really do nothing too heavy or too light, well, I have the same color and like a stretch material. But right now either one will do. You can go light, airy, or you can go cotton. Yeah. We came. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, it's a lot going on out here in the church, y'all. I kid you not. It's a lot going on. Like I said, we will be live tonight in Patreon for Uncut Tuesdays. All you have to do is simply look for the link in the chat right now and join, and you will be ready for Uncut Tuesdays tonight, right? Dr. Ken Goldman, it's good to see you. Carol, Coach Carol, everybody, Sean, Kim Sims, Prince, Jason Prince. I can't stand the way they didn't change these names around. Crystal Marshall, Candy, Carol A.B. Moran, Erica, everybody, Mocha, Brother Ben. Thank y'all for tuning in. That's what they say, Jason. Thank you, Michelle. Yeah, it's really nice today. I was over on the that would be the east side. Yeah, just north of Decatur would be considered the east side, I guess. So I was over in East Atlanta, where all the trade is and stuff. and then I had to make my way downtown, and then I came back home. Yeah. All right. Um, always good to be in the building. What do we have going on today? Today is a very big day, y'all. Hey, Mary, today is election day. Before I start talking about election day, can we please get the likes up? Thank you so much. I don't know. YouTube has been really acting funny with these notifications, so it's up to you guys. Can you hit the like button collectively at the same time? Hey, John. Hey, Jonathan. Dr. Davis, love you, brother. Can we get to 200, please? Thank you so much. Can we get to 200? That's what we need. 200. We're at 154. Mm-hmm. Okay, let me just send out a few. I'm gonna do 20. I'm gonna do 20. Hold on one second. I'm gonna do 20 notifications on my own, y'all. Okay. Always good to be in the yeah, thank you so much. And welcome to all of our new subscribers. Welcome to all of our new subscribers. I am without ABC right now, y'all. So I have to wait for YouTube TV. There was a big fallout with ABC Disney. So I'm not able to watch The View unless I watch it on YouTube the next day. And so I hope they work it out. But again, yes, I'm without ABC right now, y'all. All right. And it's okay. You're paying for something, and one of my main channels I'm not getting right now. Okay. I'm missing The View. At first I said, what's wrong? I went and it said expired. And I know sometimes contracts expire with different platforms, but then I had to Google it. I said, no, this don't sound right. And then I realized, oh my God, there's a dispute, a financial dispute with ABC and Disney and YouTube TV. Okay. What was I doing? Oh, I was gonna send out a few notifications. Okay, hold on. Okay, we're at, oh yeah, it's not even moving. Okay. Okay, let me see what I can do, y'all. Let me see what I can do to help my own numbers. You know what I'm saying? But if you're here, it would be nice if you hit the like button. Thank you so much. If you're already here, you're sitting down, you're seated. I don't know what is going on. I don't know what is going on, you guys, with YouTube here lately. They are really trying it. I know it's an odd time of the day. Most of my followers either catch me, in the morning or in the evening, but damn. Okay. I'm gonna send out my own notifications. I'm gonna do about 25. Okay. If you get a notification and you're already here, just be glad that you're in the know. Okay. Ooh, y'all, them unicorn wings got me. I'm so damn sleepy. Them unicorn wings. I had some unicorn wings and I had some Parmesan fries with it. Oh my God, honey. I'm ready to stretch out. Okay, ready to stop. Okay. So I sent out a few notifications. That should help a little bit. Is it gonna help? Let me see if they're gonna help a little bit. Do I need to send out some more? Okay. We need 100 likes, y'all. Can we get to 100 likes? Hey, Theo. Hey, brother. Okay. Let me just rock and roll, y'all. Let me rock and roll. If you're in here and you see Tyesse Squad members missing, simply send this to their social media. Inbox it. You can even email it. Yeah. Hey, Elisa Alexander online. How are you? Okay, Tyesse Squad. Today is election day in 3 states. It's big elections. New York, the gubernatorial race in New York is huge. Brother Mondani and Andrew Cuomo, and then some other man, Mr. Girl. Okay, but Beelzebub, aka 47, what did he do? He got behind Cuomo. Okay, he got behind. He's supporting Cuomo. Hey, Brandon. Hey, nephew. And so, so we got Virginia. We got, either way, history is going to be made. A woman is going to be the next governor of Virginia, right? So either way, history will be made and in more ways than one. But you got some people talking about like you got a couple of people talking about like um Obama. He's supposed to be helping pro-black women, and because one of the women in the governor race of Virginia is a black woman, but she is a Republican. Then you have a woman that is a Democrat, but she is a white woman, and so yeah, so child, people start the craziest stuff, y'all. So the black woman is a Republican, and the white woman is a Democrat. So, oh my God, I cannot. That's just a lot going on. So of course the MAGA right wing nut jobs. I thought y'all was about black women. And so we got that. We got Virginia, the Commonwealth of Virginia, and then we have one more state. Who do we have today? New York, Virginia, New Jersey, the Garden State. So we have oh yeah, honey. They say, honey, special K, y'all. Special K. We have New Jersey, and so we have two brothers. Well, not two brothers, but two men running over in New Jersey. It's a whole mess. Child, listen, the videos and clips I've seen on TikTok, I said, Virginia, don't y'all do that. Virginia, y'all know better. Don't y'all do that. Yeah, not MAGA mammy. It wouldn't shock me if she was standing out there on the governor's plantation telling me, y'all want some, would y'all like some chicken, massa? Can I bring you some more? Can I bring you some more lemonade, massa? Stop. Okay, I'm gonna stop. But listen, y'all, I don't now after Hillary. Remember Hillary? After Hillary, I just wait for the results to come in. I refuse to get all hype. I don't get hype no more like that. I don't. Like Tyesse Jackson. Mondami is got a lot of grassroots, a lot of young. He got the people energized over in New York. Governor Cuomo is experienced, but he comes with a lot of baggage. Remember the old folks home? You guys remember that with COVID? Remember that? And a lot of New Yorkers, although they appreciate his experience, he just came off a whole sexual harassment scandal. And as I said, the nursing home issue. And child, listen, will experience beat out Mondami, who is y'all just like like the what's the JFK of this. I'm serious. I know people want me to come on here and be like, Tyesse, what you think? I don't think nothing, honey. We'll know tonight. Polls closed in Virginia at 7. We'll know. Oh, well, Tyesse, can you give us a little hint? What's churning in your mind? Ain't nothing churning in my mind, honey. After Hillary, Hillary was so sure she was gonna win, she didn't even write a concession speech. She had to do it the next day. Okay, so Tyesse, you said you was not going to come in here and work. It's them wings. It's them wings, Tyesse. I know what it is. Okay, so here we go. Mondami, they're labeling him, and he's labeling himself a democratic socialist. Okay. When I hear democratic socialist, I kind of have a connotation. I kind of understand democratic socialist, right? I get it. What the MAGA and what others outside of MAGA are going to hear are, we're going to give out, we're going to pass out food stamps and we're going to redistribute wealth. We're going to give out everything. Everybody going to have something. Free Section 8 for everybody. That's what they hear, And so will that democratic socialist title on Mondami, will that drag him down? Governor Cuomo is not really, it's kind of like going back to an old boyfriend, y'all. That's what it feels like. I'm sure to some New Yorkers, it feel like going back to an old boyfriend. You know, he wasn't great, but he wasn't bad either. But we here. Hmm. Yeah, I just said he got his endorsement. His endorsement don't mean nothing nowadays, y'all. It really don't. Maybe in that first term, yeah, his endorsement really don't sway people as much as people think it does. Representative Long thinks same as a young governor. Uh-huh. And what's wrong with that, so-called Christians? Yeah, they don't like redistribution of wealth. They don't like the way that sounds, right? So um, we're going to have to see how this goes. My eyes are on New York. I don't know if that whack job lady gonna be able to pull this off in Virginia, especially in areas like Richmond and the Norfolk and Virginia Beach. Those are heavy, like that's very heavy military over that way, y'all. I don't know if she's gonna be able to. The lady is not wrapped too tight, y'all. She's about 2 cookies short of yeah, a set of cookies. Um, yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. That's why we're gonna follow. My eye is on New York, but I'm hoping we can do a trifecta tonight. I'm hoping we could pull New York, New Jersey, and Virginia. That would be nice. But if we do two for, do two and lose one, that's still doable too. What we can't afford is, these Republican whack jobs to run the table tonight. We can't afford that, right? Mm-hmm. There's no way to tell in Virginia. Yeah, Virginia is one of them. It's kind of like, because Virginia sometimes will go blue, then purple. Then it's like, girl, what's going on over in Virginia? Like, So it's kind of like one of those situations. Voter turnout is going to be what it's going to be. And so we're now getting word that 47 is now saying that, ain't no food stamps coming tomorrow. Okay. So, yeah, I didn't want to lead with that, y'all. I didn't want to lead with that news, but yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it don't look like no food stamps gonna drop tomorrow. Yeah. Um, Meanwhile, these folks are tone deaf. They had a gala. They literally had a gala over at the White House, and it was like the Great Gatsby theme. People are in food lines, and y'all are at the White House eating from gold plates, and it's like I just cannot. Marco Rubio, whose parents are basically, these are people that your parents were poor and working people, and you're sitting up there smiling and throwing shrimp in your mouth, and I just can't make this stuff up. So they're having a Great Gatsby ball, and people are in food lines. Like people are struggling right now. And then you get the news that they say, well, yeah, they're known to defy court orders. They're known to defy, So I wasn't shocked that they said that, yeah, it's probably not going to be no food stamps coming tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What can you do, AT2, other than just tell people, give people the information they need, and you just have to pray and hope for the best. Yeah. 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 It was so tone deaf. And to see people dressed up and y'all are out here like that shows you how out of touch they are. But 47 has never worked a day in his life. I was looking at an excerpt from the 60 Minutes interview. He basically said they asked him about the ICE throwing women on the ground and tear gas and stuff, and she said, do you think that maybe a bit much? And he told her, he said, I don't think they're going hard enough. That's what he said. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We're just at a real difficult spot in American history. We're in a difficult spot because so many people don't understand how serious and fragile the democracy is, right? And so you don't know how fragile it is until you see all these cracks falling on at your feet, a million cracks. Yeah. Remember me on the night of election when 47 reminded me of It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But listen, y'all, we're not like the most of us in the Top Squad. We're not like our heads are not in the clouds, right? We can we look at it like for what it is. America is black people and what they've done. It was an experiment. They wanted to see could it work. The Emancipation Proclamation, Abraham Lincoln. We know that the Emancipation Proclamation was not implemented solely on moral issues. Okay, let's just start there. It was not solely on moral issues. It was a military strategic stance, and it was also politically motivated as well. Okay, politically and militarily strategic. You can throw morally in there, but you know these people never had an idea or nothing with us black people in mind. Okay, I'm not really trying to go into today, y'all. I'm gonna try to keep it cute and keep it simple. But yeah, America's always been, you know, what she's been. Yeah. People forget that we were once Republicans. You know, black people we voted Republican, and you know, then you had the whole what do you call them people? The Dixiecrats. Remember the Dixiecrats and how they, didn't appreciate things and the civil rights and how it was going, and that's how we flipped. That's how we flipped and became Democrats, y'all. Remember, some of y'all old enough to remember that we used to be Republicans. Yeah. Hey, Mama Joyce. He threw the party, but he wasn't even dressed up. Look at the pictures. Yeah, it's just all of it's a joke. Speak on the elder. It was about trying to keep. Yeah, it was strategic. It was military strategies. It was politically expedient. So when you see a movie like Lincoln, you know, with Sally Field and all of that, they really romanticize Lincoln. They really do. They romanticize Lincoln. But a lot of us that have studied history and looked into history, we know the real story. I'm telling you, Hollywood would make you be like, who are they talking about? They ain't talking about, like, for instance, Thomas Jefferson. They always make Sally Hemings look like an older woman, right? And you know better because you know that was a child, a young woman. I don't want to say young woman. Sally Hemings was a child, you know? And so, but in the pictures, they always make her seem a little bit older than she really was. Yeah. Thomas Jefferson today will be a sex offender. All right. And he is on our currency. He is. I think he's on the $10 bill or something. Yeah. 47 held the gala at his Mar-a-Lago home, still in poor taste. My point was not about the location where it was held, because he could have held it at the Crystal Cathedral. You're still a sitting president representing the people. So my point was not about where it was held. My point was the optics of it at that time, or at a time when federal workers, are in line getting food boxes. He's on a $2 bill. I know he's on one of them. And so, yeah, Sally Hemings was between 14 and 16 years old. Yeah. And so that's why I said, I don't know why they make those pictures look like she's so much older, because she was not that old. No, they always do that. And what's his name? George Washington. He had a runaway slave. I think her name was what was her name? Her name was Ona. Ona Judge was her name. O-N-A. I want to say Ona or Oni. Judge was her name. She was he hunted her down like a pimp hunts down a prostitute. George Washington. And a lot of people don't know, the first, White House was a plantation. I'm just saying, y'all, several presidents were slaveholders. I don't know how I got here. How did I get here? Oh, I was talking about how America. Okay. Yeah. All right. It can't be that. It can't be many of those. No, $2 bills are really rare. If you get one, people hold on to them because they're very rare. They're very, very rare. Yeah. I think Hamilton is on the $10 bill. I don't have physical money so much. Like, I forgot who are on each bill, y'all, because I don't really handle cash like that. I do know who's on a $100 bill. That I do know, and I do know who's on that 50. Okay. But yeah, you don't have the cash as much as we used to. Okay. Um, got word that Moses Tyson has been sued by the Church of God in Christ. I don't know if you guys have heard that, but according to CojigJustice.net, Moses Tyson has been sued by the Church of God in Christ. Remember, there was a cease and desist that was sent out by the law firm of Bailey and Bailey, not to be confused with Tetchinger and Tetchinger. But yes, you're hearing it probably here first. Moses Tyson, yeah, he's being sued by. Well, they tried. I guess they tried to send him, a courtesy, cease and desist, and yeah, child. Listen, I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Mm. We probably expect some. It may be some more lawsuits coming, y'all. I'm just saying. Maybe some people may be getting some paperwork themselves. Some other people, you don't know. I'm not on here trying to be messy, y'all, but it may be some more paperwork going out. It just depends. It's nothing more than some subpoenas. Not to be confused with Tetchinger and Tetchinger. We talking about the Church of God in Christ law firm Bailey and Bailey over in Memphis. Bailey and Bailey over in Memphis. There's a $500. Yeah, there's 1,000. I don't know about the 500. I didn't know about the 500, but I knew about the 1,000 because my aunt Ruthie back in the day, she used to have those. She was a very sophisticated lady. Child, listen, I don't know, y'all. I guess he won't be playing on Oregon Solar at Convocation. Can I be honest with y'all, Pascal? Can I really be honest? Can I really be frank with y'all about that situation? Continue to hit the like button. Stanley, you are so wrong. Like, continue to hit the like button if you can. Like, does Moses Tyson have the finances to be like spending right now on something like? I mean, y'all, we have to really think about it. Like, is all of this worth all of this? Like, I mean, he's an older man. Like, sir, do you want to be going through all of this right now? Do you understand? Does anybody understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't know his finances, but you're gonna need legal representation. You're gonna need a lot. Like, I don't know, y'all. I haven't even looked at the I haven't even ran through the information or anything. I don't know. And of course, the young man over there in Florida, he over there, talking about, oh, they sued Uncle Moses. They sued Uncle Moses. Yeah, and you had him on your show every chance you could get. Now he over there, you know how people are. You already know, Taswa. Y'all already know how people get when the rubber hits the road. Oh, they sued Uncle Moses. Yeah, they have. Well, he was on another channel too. That's why I say he's been on a couple of channels, Brother Tyson. That's why I say, honey, a couple of these girls maybe want to keep an eye on their mailbox or knock at the door. A couple of these girls might want to keep an eye on, or park their car around the corner. He was on 2 channels here recently, Moses Tyson was. You have to ask yourself, because I'm trying to figure out, like, does Moses want to, like, is he thinking, like, if he can get to court on some of these matters, like if they sue him, how somebody say, "Ooh, sue me," so once I get to court, I can, present my evidence. But see, what they're suing you on is not going to be related to the evidence you're trying to see. That's why you have to really think this thing through, in my opinion, right? Because some people be like, if they sue me, when I get to court, I can present my evidence. but the court is not going to be hearing that evidence. I'm no Pam Esquire. I'm no lead attorney. But yeah, when you get over there to the courthouse, they're gonna be talking about the merits of the defamation and the things you're saying. And if you do present some evidence, it's not gonna be germane to that court. It's gonna be that court is gonna be dealing with the defamation, if that makes sense. Am I making sense, everybody? So you think you're gonna have a day in court? Your day in court is not gonna be like you think it's gonna be. You know? Does that make sense to anybody? Let me know. You think you're trying to get up there to the courthouse so you can show your papers, but when you get over there to show your papers, they gonna be like, "Well, baby, this ain't got nothing to do with what we're talking about right now." Yeah, yeah. I think they're asking for a protective order, Tie Squad, and they're asking for some, injunctive relief. Baby, listen, and the young man over there, that's the wrong channel to be on. Only if he filed a counter suit with a different reason. Child, listen. All of these people need to go somewhere and sit down somewhere. I'm telling y'all, go somewhere. Kojak's money is long. That's their strategy. They wait you out. You'll be in court forever. Be continuous after continuous after continuous. What are you trying to get? I heard there's something about $3 million a while back. He was suing for like $3 million. Or was it 300,000? What are you trying to get at this point? Let it go. Sometimes you just got to say it's a wrap. Like, damn. But that's the wrong dude to be over there. He don't have no that dude over there on that channel. He ain't got no damn common sense like that. I'm just saying, but that's the wrong channel to be on. Anything legal, y'all gotta stop. Watch all this law and order and the practice. It's a real season to go to court, baby. Listen, convocation is going on right now, honey. They over there beating their tambourines. I'm trying to see, honey. I don't know. Kojak Justice wasn't coming up for me earlier, y'all. I don't know what the hell was going on. Hold on, somebody inboxing me, y'all. Okay, so let me see if this website is coming up over Kojak Justice, y'all. It's Kojak Justice. I don't know, honey. Maybe I don't know, honey. That website is always janky. No shade to Kojak Justice. Honey, y'all site's never working properly. It never loads properly, y'all. See, it's not loading. Nephew Antonio, can somebody go to kojakjustice.net and see if it loads for you? Let me click on one of the, I don't know. Okay. Well, it's loading, but I think the links are just not working properly. Maybe I need to do it from the computer. Okay. Okay. Because I'm trying to see, they're saying it's on Kojak Justice, but I can't find it. I can't seem to find it here, Taswab. Child, listen, it's just a lot going on. Y'all go to the Kojak Justice, see can you find it. It's loading for you, nephew. Okay. See can you find the Moses Tyson lawsuit. And whoever finds it, send it to me, please. It's not moving. It's not moving for me. Okay. Maybe I need to reset my phone. Okay. If you can find the Moses Tyson information, send it to me, please. Yeah. Well, Moses and anybody that has platformed Moses, just do the best you can. Okay, good, Romeo. Do the best you can and handle it to the best of your ability, But that young man, that ain't a channel to be just going on like that, honey. You don't have no fear of nothing, You don't have no fear of no Look at that. Look at his case that he's dealing with. He don't have no fear of anything. I'm just saying. We're sending thoughts and prayers to anybody. He was on another channel too, but I'm not gonna mention her because you know she said she had her lawyers watching me. So I don't want to mention her name. Just don't mention her name. But Moses Tyson was over there on her channel too. But don't mention her name, y'all, because she said she had her lawyers watching my channel. Don't mention her name, baby. Leave her alone. He's over there on her channel too. But I don't know, honey. These people, they probably checking out all these channels right now and watching them. I ain't one to gossip, so you ain't heard it from me. He doesn't act like anything is going on with him. He's the stock expert now. Child, baby, hearing him over there talking about finances, I said, wow. Wow. I hope you got that. I hope you got that damn paperwork ready for Bishop Felton on next Monday. While you're over there giving stock tips that you the Wolf of Wall Street. I hope you got that damn paperwork in order for next Monday. That's what I hope. That's what you do. Stop, Dave. That's what you do. You better have that damn paperwork ready for next Monday. Or them sheriff deputies are gonna come and knock on your door. In Florida, they say they don't really play around. Them deputies will come and knock on your door. So you better have that paperwork in ready to go while you live talking about stock tips and gold bars. Now you the Wolf of Wall Street. Now you Michael Douglas. Child, listen, I don't know, y'all. I just came on here to do a Tuesday groove. Let y'all know we're live in Patreon tonight. We're live in Patreon. The God says the same. We need 7 more people to reach 300 viewers, y'all. Can we do it? Can y'all please hit the damn like button? Okay. You see, damn YouTube is playing with us right now. You see it? I voted today. California got to see you, Ty. These shows have been, thank you. Thank you so much. I've been doing the best I can with what I have. You better have it in by Friday. Yeah. You know, you got to get all this information in. I think they want all his financial information. I think they want all his they want all of his financial records and stuff. So you got to get that turned in. And that's what you got to do. And so once you get it turned in, then they'll be able to assess, you know, what they're gonna need to do with your finances, you know. But being that he's with his newfound people over there, I'm sure they'll be able to help him financially knock out anything that needs to be knocked down. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah, now you Susie Orman. Now you over there at what them people call Shark Tank. Now you Shark Tank. You over here giving out all this information about everybody. Got it. Okay, I'm trying to look and see what's going on, y'all. You're talking about Thanksgiving, baby. Thanksgiving is looking real. Thanksgiving is looking real. You know, rotisserie chicken from Publix. You're talking about Thanksgiving. I just got a text messages from one of these people that I order from. Are you ready for Thanksgiving time? No, I'm not ready for Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is looking real smothered chicken and some mashed potatoes right now. Every time I come over here, I end up screaming in this room. Child, Thanksgiving is looking real Cornish hens and some stove top right now, y'all. I'm being honest. His channel came on my feed. I guess he created another channel. I do not recommend. Who channel came over your feed? That man in Florida? Child, listen, honey, he's you know, they get ready for their convention in November. They're going to Orlando so they can learn how to be better bloggers. They did to find out how to be better bloggers in November. They are going to Orlando. I think they're going to Orlando, Florida. Yeah, everybody just eat some chicken, a couple pieces of chicken, and take it on the bed, honey. Because listen, right now with these food stamps and federal workers and people laid off and stuff, everybody just grab a piece of chicken and some bread and take it on the bed, honey. To hell with Thanksgiving right now. We already sent that text to our family group chat. Yeah. The show last night was a masterclass. Thank y'all so much. Thank you so much. People keep hitting me up all day. Emails, text messages, phone calls, DMs. Say, listen, all I know is that Jesus, the Christ, died on the cross for everybody. There was no denotation or disclaimer in the Gospels. Okay. He said, it is finished, more than determined. He said, it is finished. He took his last breath. He gave up the ghost. That was the end of it. He did not say it is finished, but it is finished for straight people only. He said, it is finished. That's what he said. Now, either the blood still works or it don't. The blood works for me and the blood works for you, or it don't. Now, if they don't, if you disagree, you need to go talk to Jesus about it. Talk to the Lord about it. Tell him. So I'm not going to be sitting up here at 50 dealing with antiquated dogma and toxic theology. I'm not going to tolerate it. So I just had to speak to whatever I was feeling with Brother McQueen. With Brother McQueen. I hate when they tell me they taking some money for something. Just take the money, baby. You don't have to tell me. Please don't tell me. Just take it off. Thank you, More Than Determined, for $10.88. I appreciate it. Okay. Okay. By Mr. FedEx Man. Yeah, child, it's a lot going on over here. What's my doodle? I got some mail coming in. The man called me today and said that, I tried to get it there and then, sir, I paid for overnight, but I knew you was gonna call with some type of excuse. The cutoff is 2:30. Yeah, I got there by 1 o'clock. So no, sir, you probably got there when the mailbox place closed. Okay, I paid for overnight. So you probably got there and probably it was late. So then he calls me and he said, to be there tomorrow, which will be Wednesday. So it should have been arriving today. I don't like when people play in my face. So I'm gonna give it to you this time, but don't play. Because you probably went up there to the post office after y'all closed yesterday. How was the interview? I missed it. Oh, Larry did a wonderful job, but Keith just did what he normally does. Evasive, talking in circles, talking about stuff nobody cares about. You've already heard this story 17 times, sir. Can we wrap this up? Can we move on? Yeah. Either the blood still works or it don't. That's what I stand by. So it's a lot going on, Ty Squad. It's a lot going on. Ooh, I got a piece of cheesecake, y'all. Red velvet cheesecake. I'm gonna knock that girl out. I'm gonna knock that girl out and I'm gonna lay down and stretch out. I'm thinking about starting Welcome to Dairy tonight, y'all. Right now, I must probably watch Welcome to Dairy. I don't know. Y'all know it's about that clown, but it is daytime, right? It's daytime. So maybe I'll be able to squeeze in Welcome to Dairy. Has anybody seen Stephen King's The Master of Horror? Have anybody seen Welcome to Dairy yet? Anybody? And I wasn't trying to do Keith like that, but Keith has really been trying it here lately. I'm watching that now. Okay, how is it? Welcome to Dairy? It's the prequel to it. Start All Is Fair. I got your text message earlier. I got your text message earlier. All Is Fair, you guys, is the new legal drama from Ryan Murphy, starring Glenn Close, Kim Kardashian, Niecy Nash, Betts. Oh my God. Sarah Paulson. Okay. So I should start All Is Fair. I think I will. It's about some high-powered divorce attorneys and their life. Dionne Warwick's song Alfie comes to mind. Oh my God. Alfie. Alfie. Mm-hmm. I watched the first episode last night. So not my fave, but I haven't finished second episode yet. Okay. All right. That's a good, solid, honest review. Good, solid, honest review. Help me, Holy Ghost. Why is it not your fave, Vacation Nerd? Why is it not your fave? Talk to me. Why is it not your fave? I need to know. What am I going to get into? Why is it not your fave? Okay, let me see. What do we have tomorrow? Okay, so tomorrow we change the schedule around. So tomorrow, Wednesday will be, what will Wednesday be? Oh, I'll do Rip from the Headlines, a makeup episode. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Oh, y'all, I'm nervous about this New York gubernatorial race, y'all. I'm real nervous right now. When I tell y'all I'm nervous boots. I don't know how this is going to go. You know, I'm hoping. They say Dick Cheney passed away. You know, Dick Cheney passed away, y'all. I don't know if y'all heard. I know y'all devastated. Taskmaster. I get it. I'm terrified of clowns. Some people are. I don't have that crippling terror of clowns, but that particular clown is very scary. Pennywise, yeah. I know. Some of y'all are really terrified of clowns, especially certain types of clown masks. Oh my God. See, I'm terrified of, I have a crippling fear of, drum roll, I have a crippling fear of possums. Yeah, possums. Mm-hmm. Possums. What is your fear? What will cause you to freeze if you see it, y'all? Put it in the chat. What is your crippling fear? What do you, if you see it, you're gonna absolutely freeze. If I see a possum, I'm not moving. I can't move. I don't know. I can't deal with them possums. I don't know. I don't like the way they look. That is the quickest way for me to just faint, fall out. Somebody said clowns, snakes. Well, you know, I think the Bible says something about we were gonna have some type of fear of snakes, or somebody was gonna have a fear of snakes. Mm-hmm. Okay. Roaches. What made Dr. Golden? Roaches? I mean, it's a roach. It's like you just kill it. I seen who was that? Was that a celebrity that had a fear of roaches? I do have I had a friend and they were like really like spiders, insects, they don't like nothing crawling. But there was a celebrity that said they had a fear of roaches. God will provide, I will take the rotisserie. Yes, I know Miss Mama Mona. Pet bulls. Oh, Marvin, no. Yes, no more. I just can't kill it. Okay. So you see a roach, you jump? You gonna jump on the couch, Dr. Golden? Mm. You have a fear of ripped leather furniture? I don't understand. I've seen some old leather furniture. I've seen old leather furniture. And the leather is kind of cracking and peeling. Why would you have a fear of ripped leather furniture? Hold on a second. I gotta respond to somebody. Oh, Jesus. Mm-hmm. Okay. Uh-huh. That's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought. Mm-hmm. Let me go back. Uh, Have you heard the story on Pastor Jerome Gate at Vision Church? Okay, there are multiple Vision churches. What Vision church are you talking about? And what is this in regards to, Kirby? I didn't understand the first episode. I need to rewatch it. Okay. There's several Vision churches. There's a heteronormative Vision church, and there's a gay affirming Vision church. And what is this in relation to? Mm-hmm. Okay. Lizards, Mondami is evil. Why? Why do you say Mondami is evil? Ruth Marlene Brown, why do you say Mondami is evil? Is it because he's a democratic socialist, or is it because he's a Muslim? It's only two things. Democratic socialist, or is it because he is a man of Islamic faith? Is that it? What is it? Talk to me. Several countries, several cities, several municipalities have Muslim leaders around the world. But all of the high offices in America seems to be a complete shutout when it comes to, I know our history with terror and terrorism, but yeah, talk to me. I am scared of tiny holes. Oh my God, I have that too. Oh yeah, I can't see it in a repetitive pattern. Oh no. I didn't even know what it was until I looked it up. I don't like to see a lot of small holes in a pattern. Oh no, it just drives me crazy. It makes my skin crawl. And they don't even have an answer for what that comes from. Yeah, like if it's something concerning the Vision Church, just email me. Like, I don't want to put anything public in the chat, because I'm very close to Overseer Aware. I'm very close to, that ministry. They're really, really doing great work over there. So I don't want to put anything public in a chat, Matter of fact, let me just look up this person, see what she's talking about. Let me look them up. Okay, Jerome Gay. Let's see. Vision Church. Okay. Okay, Jerome. She said Jerome Gay. Okay. Okay. I don't see anything. I don't see anything but this regular, his regular page is here. I think I know the story Kirby is referring to. Okay, we ain't doing no stories on the Vision Church. Not here. No. I don't like pelicans. Oh wow. One of my texts. Okay. Okay.
I slept with my church pastor in the 8th grade. But they show kids online, they want to go, they open up Instagram, follow me on Instagram, fuck off on Instagram, they try to talk y'all up 15 years. Bitch, this is not true. I'm telling what the fuck I'm in my life.
Okay, so I've seen this. I've seen this, and once when I googled the church and the church didn't come up, I dismissed this. I dismissed this instantly. And you say Jerome Gay, is he from the Vision Church? Because I've never seen him at the Vision Church. It's not the Vision, it's another. Okay, it's not that Vision. That's why I say we need to be clear. We don't want to get the wrong, because see, people over here, they tend to run with stuff. That's why I want to be clear. Okay, so this video, when I saw this guy, I Googled the church. The church did not exist in the area that he said, and the church is no longer functioning. Okay, so I don't know. He also has other videos and TikToks talking about DL men and all kinds of stuff. These people, a lot of these guys on TikTok, they do stories, and some of these stories, they do it for clickbait. I'm gonna look up the church again. Grace of Faith. There was a woman that just did this. That said she saw a pastor and the pastor's son or stepson in the bathroom having sex about 2 months ago. A lot of these people have mental illness on TikTok. You have to. I'm a blogger, so I see these stories differently. As soon as I hear the story, I begin to go into blogger mode. Once I look at the story and find out that this is probably some bullshit, then I don't, Let me look at the church one more time. Grace of Faith Ministries. And he says South Haven, Mississippi. Okay. There is a Faith Ministries and South Haven. But okay, hold on. Here we go. Let me see what this is here. Okay. They're saying this is the pastor. See, when they say stuff like they're saying, and this is what people, you can't do that when it comes to people's names. They're saying, and this is what the people are saying. Y'all, we cannot do that. We can't do that. These are people's lives. This is who they think it is. They did this I swear to y'all, they did the same thing. A woman did this with a pastor. She said that she saw the son and the daddy in the bathroom. And then people started saying, this is the pastor I think she's talking about. We can't do that, y'all. Do you know how many pastors that are named Jerome in that area? Do you know how many pastors in that area are named Jerome? Y'all, I tell you, we just got to be better. We got to do better. Like I said, as a blogger, as soon as you give me all of the details, I instantly go into blogger mode and start looking into the story. But, with these girls, once they get a couple of lawsuits under their belt, then they'll go somewhere and sit down somewhere. Because what they do is they sit on TikTok all day trying to garner validation for something that's empty inside of them. Trying to get something filled, that void filled in them. Well, you get a good lawsuit under your belt, then you go somewhere and sit your ass down somewhere. Yeah, we can't do this is who they think this is who I think, this is who they may be talking about. Child, listen, I cannot. Now this man, now look, now check this out, Crystal. They in this man's comments, right? Saying, excuse me, are you the Pastor Jerome of Grace of Faith Ministry circa 2011, 2012? What if he's not? You're in his chat asking him something, and what if he ain't that pastor from that era? Maybe I shouldn't have used the word evil because that seems to be a distraction. I'm more against his policies in New York. I'm a native New York, born and raised here. Okay. Do you have a problem with socialism? Ruth Marlene Brown? Do you have a problem with socialism? Do you have a problem with redistribution of wealth? Say that 10 times fast. Do you have a problem with the redistribution of wealth, sis? Talk to me. Somebody gonna put it in the chat. I don't think this is him. This pastor looks kind of young. I can't, y'all. I can't. I wish I could reach out to this pastor. I wish I could reach out to him. Let me see if I can reach out to him. Yeah, this is crazy. I'm gonna inbox the dude. I'm gonna say you ought to be ashamed of yourself, sir. You really ought to be ashamed of yourself if you doing this mess for clickbait. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. She said not sure if it's true, which is why I asked. I understand, Kirby. I understand, baby. Don't fall for a lot of this mess, honey. Don't fall for it. Mm-mm. He done took the original video down. Of course he has. Let me see what he's saying. Okay, but it's non-melanated folks in the video, Kirby.
In my life, but since Jadarius, I slept with my church pastor in the eighth grade, and this is part two. I really don't even know how to do this, but since your kids online, they doing the most. They open it on Instagram, calling me on Instagram. Who the fuck calling people on Instagram? They trying to talk to y'all hoes for over 15 years. Bitch, this is my truth. I'm telling what the fuck went on in my life. But since Jadarius, bitch, you want to play with me on this internet shit? I'm finna go ahead and get into it. Let's really wake it up. You on Instagram, you and your sister and your brother on Instagram talking about some, oh, he lying. Y'all know my daddy ain't with that. His shit. Oh, what's it? His shit when he walked in on me checking you and your brother off. Let's really gas. I was in the eighth grade. Y'all bitches in the 11, 12.
How many followers do you got? How many? You got 10,000 followers. Child, that they these people. I'm not denying that it happened, but I've seen too many of these stories turn out to be clickbait, y'all. I really have. I say like this: if you got a story to tell, you need to give us, links, give us names, let us know who you talk about, all these riddles and stuff. I ain't got time for it. No, I don't. Mm-mm. Yeah, give us names, give us places.
And every your mama was practically bullying me because I was the only one on the church step team. I was the only boy on the all-girl step team at the church. My bad, child, a little mad. But continue. And she was persuading my mama to let me stay the night with y'all. But eighth grade, I was just, I was in my grown state of mind. I wasn't going back telling my mama I didn't know none of that shit was going on. So for you to even be over there talking about, oh, your daddy not into that shit, and she was only into the shit because she seen what I was doing to y'all. Every time I was over there, what was I doing to y'all? Y'all off at the same time. You and your older brother, bitch, y'all playing me on this internet, hoe. And as far as Denise and Bria, bitch, y'all sitting up here talking about some y'all knew what's going on. Yes, the fuck y'all did know everything that was going on. Bitches, you stupid. The first lady Denise, whatever you want to call yourself. Hoe, when you walked in on us, you knew for a fact it wasn't the only time that shit was going on. Every time that your husband would take me home from the because my mama trusted him, it was always a longer route. And what was I doing every time? We was either in or sucking. And what's so funny, bitch, I was sparing y'all because I wasn't even looking at it like that. Oh, bitches was taking advantage of. No, I knew what I was doing, but I felt like I knew what I was doing. But now that I think about it, bitch, y'all hoes will wake me up out of my sleep. You, Jadarius, you motherfucking, yeah, will wake me up out of my sleep for me to come check y'all off. Don't play with me, bitch, talking about somebody trying to put your daddy in jail. Anybody think about your daddy, bitch? I'm thinking about me and my story, bitch. Fuck your daddy, hoe. I slept with my church pastor in the eighth grade.
Okay, it's
a crazy video of a past.
It's a lot, y'all. It's a lot. Sometimes it's just trauma dumping, and you just got to be careful of your ear gate and your eye gate, y'all. It's just too much sometimes. Sometimes you're like, just take us out the text, baby. Go to therapy and call us once you get, you completed about 10 rounds, 10 sessions. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like how old is he? He said he was in the 8th grade. How old are you in the 8th grade? In the 8th grade, you're around 14, 15-ish. Yeah, the language, it's like, supposed to be cussing like jackrabbits nowadays. Mm. Okay. There's an affordability problem in New York City. Y'all better hope he wins and makes good of his campaign problems instead of calling him evil. Well, listen, I don't dismiss I don't dismiss people that live in the area, their personal experience. Yeah. Do you live in I am like, are you in New York? I think you're in Georgia, right? So I can't dismiss somebody that lives there, their experience and how they feel. That's why I want to be mindful for her to clarify her stance, because she lives in New York City. Yeah, around 13, 14 years old. I don't have a problem with red distribution when it makes the playing field leveled, okay. But not redistribution when it takes from people who work hard to be wealthy. Okay. You don't mean like when people are paying their fair share, right? Because a lot of the redistribution is a arm of people that have historically not paid their fair share. Hmm. And that's what people are trying to go for. There are three proposed questions on the bank. Okay. There are three proposal questions on the back of today's ballot addressing affordable housing. How many people, Brother Ben, are going to flip it over? Fear of a no good ninja. Hmm. Okay, so turnout in New York City mayoral election exceeds 2021 race. Wow. Okay. Hmm. Y'all, I don't know. I don't know. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. But how confident is the question I want to ask everybody? How confident are you of Cuomo? If Cuomo gets in there, how comfortable are you with Cuomo? You know, you may not want Mamdami, but do you think it's gonna be more of the same with Cuomo? Mm-hmm. All right, Task Force, it's time for my nap. It's time. I'm getting. I feel my afternoon nap coming on. I just have to come on here and talk to y'all for a few moments. We will be live tonight in Patreon with Uncut Tuesdays. Moz, make sure to put some links in the chat. Mm-hmm. Como is the devil you know. Montgomery is the one you don't, for lack of better words. That's what they say. It's the what do they call it? The lesser of two evils. Mm. But I wouldn't even say that man is evil because a lot of people don't even know him like that. We don't know Montgomery like that to be talking about he's the lesser of two evils, but the devil you know, and that I can kind of he's definitely, I believe, gonna win. Mondami, yeah, he has too much grassroots. He got young people energized. Young people are what you need. That's why Democrats are losing and gonna continue to lose. They don't get it. Yeah. Oh, Vacation Nerd, are you still here? Should I go in there and watch? Should I go in there and watch the first episode of what's it called? Should I go in there and watch the first episode of Welcome to Dairy while I'm lightly sleepy? If I can't speak my honest opinion at this climate, I don't trust any of them. No, child. In New York City, who's paying for all this free stuff? I don't know who's paying for it. They give out stuff to everybody else. Why can't we get a couple of free items? Can we get a couple of free things that give out stuff to everybody else? You know, why can't we get a few free things? Edith, I have immediate family there, and I visit often. Oh, yeah, I think Montgomery's going to win. I think Cuomo is going to be looked at as more of the same. Mm-hmm. The same billionaires that support Orange also stand with Como. Yeah. Yeah, that's why we're just gonna have to really just watch this race tonight. And my show isn't until 9 o'clock, so I'll be able to watch, like Rachel Maddow, watch some of the election results come in before I start my show tonight. Not supporting someone that Beelzebub supports. Oh, okay. That's how people probably gonna look at it. That's probably how people gonna look at it. Okay, I got that window over there open. I know it feels kind of chilly in here. Oh my God. I got that window open. I gotta close that window, Time Squad. I'm probably gonna give me some good down in the deal to sleep. I'm probably gonna sleep like a newborn baby, you know. They made us pay okay. Do, 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 do. The establishment really doesn't want him. Even Governor Abbott is putting his finger on the issue. Okay. Virginia governor election is worth watching too. Yes, I talked about all three: Virginia, New Jersey, and the gubernatorial race in New York. Nevertheless, High Squad, I thank y'all for stopping by. I'm well over an hour. Hope I gave you some conversation or some talking points you can use. It is 3:19 here in Atlanta. It is 12:19 on the West Coast, 2:19 if you're in the Central Time Zone. Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will definitely see you tonight on Uncut Tuesdays, a Patreon exclusive. All right. Have a great evening, and I will see all of you tonight. And if I have some energy, if this nap really hit, I may do an after show for all of you that don't have Patreon. If any of my moms are in the chat, make sure to put some links in the chat so that people can join Patreon if they want to. Only if they want to. Okay? All right, y'all. See y'all tonight. I got to run. I should have some early election results tonight in Patreon, Task Squad. So yeah, we'll have some early results.